Yo, what is up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Just to give you a quick update on something, videos might be a little bit sporadic here for the next few days. My sister's in the hospital, there's a chance of surgery, so kind of going back and forth between the hospital and home. So it's just a little crazy right now, I'm a little tired. But I just wanted to let you guys all know that videos might be a little all over the place here for the next week or so. But I did want to come and talk about this new pack that MLB The Show has announced, and there are some bangers in this pack as well. So looking over the pack, you have a 1-to-1 base and a 1-to-5 rare. So on the 1-to-1 base, there's actually some pretty good choices here. Maz comes in, and this year I think second base is a little weak so far in the amount of cards that play at second base for a primary position. So this Mazeroski actually will be a pleasant addition to second base. There's a Darren O'Day Prime. There's the Honus Wagner rookie card. Ricky P. Cy Young, starting pitcher Ricky P. in 2016. Twins Rod Carew. And also a Travis d'Arnaud. Maz is probably going to have some pretty elite defense, so that'll be very exciting to be throwing in at second base. O'Day is not as tough as he has been in the past. He tips pitches a little bit, so we'll have to see how that card plays, this 90 overall prime card. This is the first Honus Wagner card. I'm not expecting too much out of the card, but it may slot into maybe some events. Rick Porcello, I think because there are so many other cards available, especially one coming up in the rare round, that this Ricky P probably won't make a lot of people's rotation. But again, if they have like an event where it's like only award players and stuff like that, then it could come into play. He'll also work nicely for my Tigers all-time team, so I'm happy with that as well. The Twins Rod Carew, again, there's so many first basemen. There's so many players that can play secondary positions at first base, even with the new TA2, that I don't think that card's going to be worth anything unless people are just wanting to play the Twins Rod Carew. Then you can do that. And then finally, d'Arnaud, who, again, there's not a whole lot of catchers, but there are a few. There's some that came with the TA2. We'll have to see what his hitting stats are. He had a very good year at the plate in 2020. I think he batted over 300. He also had like 9 or 10 homers, so there's probably going to be a little bit of power there as well. He struggled against lefties, so that should be interesting to see what they do with it. But this card may be worth a shot. I really do like d'Arnaud's swing a lot, so it might be another catcher to kind of mix in with the Joe Torre and the bench and the Huff and the Rushman and all those. Like, it may be another one of those catchers that some people may find to work well for them. But this isn't the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop is what they just announced for the rare editions of these cards. So the rare pack, first up we have in the rare section a milestone Adam Dunn, 462 career home runs. Now, if you look at his overall arching career, 230 hitter, not a whole lot of contact. This card will probably not have a whole lot of contact, but the home run power will absolutely be there, and Adam Dunn's swing is very, very good. Now, if you were to look at like a baseball reference, you'll see that he had a lot less home runs against lefties than he did righties. He also batted worse against them, so the contact might be lower. But the power is still there, because against left-handers, he only had a third of the plate appearances as he did against righties, but he still hit for about the same amount of power. So with this milestone card, probably be expecting probably 110 to 115 plus for each righty and lefty as well. And I know that there's a lot of first basemen out there, but this card could still also slot in as a pinch bat for you. It's probably going to be a first base. Probably will have left field and right field for secondary positions, but more than likely it'll be a first baseman card and could potentially work very well for that. Next up in this pack, we have Signature Series right fielder Harold Baines. Now, for people who are new, don't know exactly how Signature Series works, essentially the Signature Series is the best card that this particular player will get. So whenever you see a Signature Series card, there will not be another card that is better than that card. So while we may see some more Harold Baineses throughout the cycle, this will be the best card that he'll receive all year. And when it comes with Harold Baines, He's probably going to be overall a pretty average. I would say he's going to be one of those hitters that's going to be like a smooth across the board. Hit for power, hit for decent contact. Against lefties, he'll probably take a little bit more of a hit. But again, against lefties, he had like a quarter of the plate appearances. So those stats, if you were to extrapolate them, get pretty even. Contact, again, is a little bit lower, so you might see a little bit of a dip against lefties. But against righties, he batted very well. He hit for power, he hit for contact. Not the greatest of defenders, not the fastest on the base paths, but he will get on base. And this Baines might slot in for some people. Again, I think that there are a lot of outfielders that are available now that will play right field a little bit better. But the thing with Signature Series is, these are like the beefed up cards for each player. So this Baines could get a little bit of love. We just got to wait and see. I think the two cards, though, that will be the hottest off the shelf are these last two within this 1 of 5 rare card. The first one being 2013 postseason Justin Verlander. He'll have a 4-seam, slider, curveball, changeup repertoire, probably gigantic break, gigantic velocity. More than likely won't have outlier, but he'll probably push anywhere from 95 to 100 miles an hour on his fastball, with his curveball dipping down into the mid-70s to low 80s. The thing about Justin Verlander's 2013 postseason is that it was absolutely phenomenal. He had a 12 K per 9, right around a 1.1 walk per 9 during the postseason. His hits per 9 was 4, and he sported a whip under 0.6. This card will have the hits per 9. This card will have the Ks per 9. This card will have the walks per 9. This card will have the velocity. This card will have the break. This card is about to be very, very, very good. The only thing that might hurt him is some people, once you see Verlander enough, you can kind of see the pitches that are coming and kind of tee off on him a little bit. Depends on what splits that they give him for velocity on this card between his fastball and his curveball, which is probably the most devastating. He has one of the most disgusting 12-6s in the league, and in 2013, it was absolutely mind-melting. So I'm really excited to use this card. It will absolutely be in my rotation, especially if I pull it. I'll more than likely buy it, and we're definitely going to test them out. And finally, probably the one that's going to be the most sought after is the Prime Rob Dibble. Now, we have had Diamond and High Diamond Rob Dibbles before in the past, and they absolutely melt faces. He'll have his 4-seamer, cutter, slider. Those are really the only 3 you need on this card. The one thing that's going to hurt this Dibble card is his walks per 9, which is more than likely not going to be that good. Bad control, but if you can keep it in or around strike zone, I mean, you've probably seen what the Gold Dibble does. Just expect that, but so much better. Hits per 9 up, K per 9 up, break up, control probably up just a touch from his gold. This card's going to be absolutely sickening to go up against, especially at the higher ranks in Hall of Fame. So get ready, because you're probably going to see a lot of Diamond Rob Dibble. And that's it. This pack will be available in the shop tomorrow. I don't believe they gave a price on it. There is a limit of 2 packs per person. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be ripping these just to try to get probably any one of these 4 cards out of the rare set. And who knows, maybe even potentially, maybe like a Maz out of the base set to play second base. I think it's a great pack. I think it's a fun pack to add in. And there's some really good cards that come out of it. Also now with this pack in the wild, we may even see this pack in Conquest in the future. So if you don't get it this time around, or if you don't have the stubs to buy it or the cards in here, you might still be able to have a chance to use one of these cards later once this pack gets kind of filtered into the Conquest rewards. But that's all for today. Just wanted to kind of give you an update on videos, and whether they'll be constant or all over the place, we'll have to wait and see. But I also wanted to just kind of go over this kitchen sink pack because I think it's actually really good and has very good rewards inside of it. So that's all she wrote. Thank you for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like on the video. Think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't. Ton of more MLB The Show content, PGA Tour content still coming too if you're interested in that. A lot more MLB The Show content coming though, so hopefully you'll stop back by and watch some more. Till then though, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you on the next one.